in last few classes we had started with the application layer services. The next we had discussed about your domain name services. Now next what we have is your telnet. Okay, when we had discussed that whenever there are many application programs which will be running on the remote side, and whenever you need to use the services of that particular application, right, it works in a client server paradigm where your client sends a request to the server which is running the application and you get the response, right? Whether these programs can be your file transfer protocol or they can be for your emails, and so for every program you have a specific client and server there, right? But in case uh, there are number of services or programs which are running on the server side and you want to access any of the applications which are running on the remote computer, then you have your mm, then you have your remote logging, right, where you can just simply log into your remote system on which all these programs are running and you can get access to any of the application programs, right? So one general purpose client server application program for remote logging is provided by telnet. Right, when you normally in a local system, when you're trying to log in, what do we do is from the terminal, right? We giving your username and password, right? And this username password is read from the terminal, right, from the terminal driver, and your terminal driver reads it from your terminal, and username password with this whatever details you have typed in and all. According to that, your operating system is going to uh, decide like this is if we have a time sharing environment, right? So once you log into your local system, right, whatever the keystrokes and all which you type from your workstation, they are accepted by the terminal driver and it is interpreted by your operating system, right? And it is going to accordingly invoke your desired application program or utility, right? But when it comes to remote login, then what do we have? We have a terminal, right, on the such a local system which is trying to access, which is trying to remote log into another remote system. Right, in that case, what it will need here, this is where your for remote logging, you will be using your telnet protocol. Here, through your terminal, you're going to mm, type your characters and what, right? These are going to be read by your terminal driver, right? And then they will be sent to your telnet client. What this telnet client will do is it is going to uh, translate these characters which are coming from the local terminal into an NVT format, which is your network virtual terminal character set, and using the services of your TCP/IP suite, it will be sent over the internet to the remote system. At remote system, what it will do, it will there will be a telnet server which will be running, right? This telnet server, what it will do, all the details, all the character sets which have been set from your telnet client through the internet, they are accepted, right? And since they are in the NVT format, right, and these have been sent by the telnet client, they cannot be interpreted by the operating system directly, right? So it has to be sent by the telnet server, right? They has to be sent to your a server terminal driver, right? And this pseudo terminal driver, what it will go into is just a piece of software which it will pretend to your operating system as if these are coming from some actual terminal driver, because operating system can only read it from a terminal driver, right? So for your remote login, you have your telnet client, you have your telnet server. Telnet client is running on your local system and your telnet server will be running on your remote system, right? And whatever characters you enter from the terminal, right, they will be read by your terminal driver, sent over to the telnet client. Telnet client will be converting it into an NVT character set, which will be sent over your TCP/IP suite over the internet to your remote system. At remote system, you have your telnet server, right? The telnet server will get these commands or whatever it is from your from which has been received, and it will be sending it to your pseudo terminal driver. From pseudo terminal driver, then your operating system will be able to interpret uh, mm, those characters, and they will be whatever application or utility you're trying to invoke, the operating system will do that for you. So this is what the structure of the template is like. Which is just you need to get an overview of it. Important thing is that here you need to know which protocol it is using. Telnet is using your TCP protocol, right? And it runs on your Bednode port number of 23. Right. So this is about your Telnet protocol. For remote login it is used, right? Character set it is and all, you do not need to go in detail. Right, the next of the application layer services which are very popular, which we are going to discuss, and which is one of the most popular services, is that of the electronic mail. Right, for electronic mail, the general architecture of an electronic mail system consists of three important components, which are these are your, this is your user agent. We were just discussing about your application services, right? And the first one which we had discussed was your telnet, which is used for your remote login. Right. The second one which we are going to discuss is your electronic mail. So talking about the electronic mail general architecture, it consists of your three main components. These components, as I told you, one is your user agent, the other one is your message transfer agent, and the third one is your message access agent. A general email mail service architecture consists of these three important components. So there are various scenarios how you can access these mails. So we'll come to the general architecture, right? In general architecture, what do we have? We have your there is some person Alice who's trying to send an email to a person named Bob, right? What does it do? First, we need to compose the mail. We need to write the mail, right? For that, you have your first part, which is your user agent, right? It helps you for composing of your messages, forwarding of your messages, and handling of your mailbox. Using these user agents can be like your Microsoft Outlook, then Eudora, Netscape. These are all your user agents. Using these user agents, you just write your mails, right, and it is sent to a message transfer agent, right. This is happening when your person is sitting remotely, and it is over the LAN or WAN, whatever it is. It is trying to send an email. First, it will send it to its message transfer agent server, right. And how will it connect? Here it consists of a pair of message transfer agents, client and server. Like here you have your MTA client server pair. Here you have your MTA client server pair. Right. So using this user agent, you will compose a message, and then using your MTA client, what it will do, it will be pushing your message to a MTA server. Right. MTA server will have its queue in which it will be placing your mails. Right. From this MTA server, on your on the system, you will be having an MTA client. What it will do, it will be getting all the mails which are there in the server and sending it over the internet to your other server. You can imagine it. Supposing this is belonging to one. This is one organization. It has its own dedicated mail server. This is another organization which has its own dedicated mail server. So we need to send it from this organization's mail server to the second organization's mail server, right? And first, we need a message transfer agent to forward your message, right? To push your message to your own organization's mail transfer agent to MTA. We're going to send it to your own server, and from this server, it will be sent to your second organization's mail server, right? This will be another. This will be another pair of your MTA client servers, and from this, once it reaches your second organization's MTA server, you will be needing a pair of your message access agents. These message access agents are used for pulling of the messages, right? आपके जो messages Alice ने Bob को send करा है, पहले आप user agent के through compose करेंगे, right? Then using your MDA client server pair, you will be sending your this MDA client will be sending your messages to the MDA server, right? From here, आप यहाँ पे एक आपका MDA client install रहेगा, जो कि इस आपके मेल्स को फॉरवर्ड करेगा दूसरे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के MDA सर्वर पे, ठीक है। जब इनके इसके पर्टिकुलर जिस यूजर की जो मेल बॉक्स है वहाँ तक पहुँच जाएगा, उसके सर्वर तक पहुँच जाएगा, देन जब भी आपका सेकंड यूजर अपनी मेल ओपन करता है और वहाँ से कोई मैसेजेस रीड करता है विद द हेल्प ऑफ योर यूजर एजेंट, तो आपका एक मैसेज एक्सेस एजेंट रहता है। मैसेज ट्रांसफर एजेंट क्या रहता है? आपके मेल्स को पुश करने के लिए फ्रॉम फ्रॉम योर from one server to the other server, right? Then message access agent क्या करता है? जब आपके अपने ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के सर्वर तक पहुंच गया, from there you can whenever you want to read the mails, तो आप क्या करोगे? अपने यूजर एजेंट के थ्रू अपने मेल्स को ओपन करेंगे और मैसेज एक्सेस क्लाइंट आपके मेल्स को जिस पर्टिकुलर यूजर के लिए रहेगा उसके उसके मेल को इट विल बी पुलिंग इट. So right, so you have your pairs of MTAs and you have your pairs of MMAs. ठीक है, आपका मैसेज ट्रांसलेशन का क्या काम रहता है? फॉर पुशिंग द मैसेज फ्रॉम योर MTA क्लाइंट टू योर MTA सर्वर, राइट? एंड आपके मैसेज एक्सेस एजेंट्स क्या करते हैं? इट इज यूज फॉर रीडिंग ऑफ द मैसेज, पुलिंग इट टू योर पर्टिकुलर यूजर. ठीक है, आपका MMA सर्वर सेम MMA क्लाइंट पे आपके क्लाइंट के मैसेजेस को पुल करा जाता है. तो आपके यूजर एजेंट रहते हैं जो आपके मैसेजेस को कंपोज करने के लिए, रीड करने के लिए, फॉरवर्ड करने के लिए यूज होते हैं. ठीक है, उनके आप जब अपने मैसेजेस क्रिएट कंपोज कर लेते हो तो MTA क्लाइंट के थ्रू आपका मेल्स को फॉरवर्ड करा जाता है टू एन MTA सर्वर जो आपके खुद के ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का सर्वर होगा. फ्रॉम दिस सर्वर इट इज सेंड, जिसके जो सेकंड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में माली वर्क करते हैं तो उनके सर्वर पे आपके मेल्स को फॉरवर्ड करेगा. अगेन इट विल बी नीडिंग अ पेयर ऑफ MTA क्लाइंट एंड सर्वर पेयर. Right from here, for accessing or for reading of these mails, what do you need? You need you need a pair of your MMA client servers. ठीक है, आपके मेल्स को एक्सेस करने के लिए. एंड here they will your MA सर आपका जब भी आप अपने मेल्स को रीड करने के लिए ओपन करोगे, आपका MA क्लाइंट MA सर्विस के थ्रू आपके मेल्स को पुल करेगा. So for pulling of the messages, you have your MA client server pair. For pushing of your messages, you have your MTA client server pair. Then user agent functionality I've already told you for there for your composing mails, reading mails, right? Then we just need to get an overview of what are the protocols which are working for it, right? For जो आपका मेल्स को जब आप अपने मेल सर्वर पे प्लेस करते हो फ्रॉम योर MTA क्लाइंट टू दिस पर्टिकुलर MTA मेल सर्वर, जो आपकी प्रोटोकॉल यूज होती है वो आपकी SNMP एसेंशियल मेल ट्रांसफर प्रोटोकॉल यूज होती है. जो आपके MTAs के क्लाइंट सर्वर पेयर होते हैं, दे मेक यूज ऑफ योर सिंगल मेल ट्रांसफर प्रोटोकॉल, right? And the protocol which is used by your message access agents, आपके MAs जो pulling of messages के लिए आपके प्रोटोकॉल यूज करते हैं, दैट इज योर POP3 एंड योर IMAP कोड. ये आपको ओवरऑल स्ट्रक्चर रहता है कि पहले जो भी मैसेज है मेल है आप पहले सेंड करोगे अपने MTA क्लाइंट के थ्रू अपने MTA सर्वर पे. उस MTA सर्वर से इट विल बी एक दूसरा पैर आपका होगा एक MTA क्लाइंट टू द सेकंड सर्वर MTA सर्वर. देखिए आपके मेल्स को SMTP प्रोटोकॉल को यूज करके सेंड करेगा. ठीक है, जब आपके मेल आपके दूसरे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के मेल सर्वर पे पहुंच गया, इन दैट केस हाउ यू कैन एक्सेस दिस, यू फॉर एक्सेसिंग दोस मेल्स यू नीड योर पेयर ऑफ MMA message access agents client servers, right? For that the protocol which is used is your POP3 and your IMAP. You should know what are the ports for which these are ये आपका मेल आर्किटेक्चर रहता है. वेब मेल्स का डिफरेंट रहता है. वेब मेल्स में क्योंकि आप ब्राउजर को ओपन करते हो जैसा कि हॉटमेल याहू रहते हो, इंस्टेड ऑफ यूजिंग योर मेल ट्रांसफर एजेंट्स यू नीड यूज ऑफ योर HTTP प्रोटोकॉल इंस्टेड ऑफ योर. नेक्स्ट जो आपकी एप्लीकेशन लेयर की प्रोटोकॉल आती है वो आती है फाइल ट्रांसफर प्रोटोकॉल FTP. FTP भी आपकी क्या कहते हैं कि आप also making use of your TCP protocol. You can it makes use of two आपके दो तरह के कनेक्शन यहाँ पे establish होते हैं. एक आपका कंट्रोल कनेक्शन रहता है, एक आपका डेटा कनेक्शन रहता है. कंट्रोल कनेक्शन is for sending of your is used for sending of your commands, and data connection is used for transferring of your data. ठीक है, आपको कोई भी क्लाइंट सर्वर पैराडिग्म यहाँ पे दी है. अगर आपको कोई भी फाइल को रीड करना है, कोई भी फाइल को राइट करना है, सर्वर पे रिट्रीव करना है या स्टोर करना है, या कोई भी फाइल जो आपके सर्वर पे स्टोर है उनको लिस्ट करना है, देन यू कैन मेक यूज ऑफ योर फाइल ट्रांसफर प्रोटोकॉल। ठीक है, जिसमें आपके दो कनेक्शंस यूज होते हैं, कंट्रोल कनेक्शन रहता है, दूसरा आपका डेटा कनेक्शन के लिए आपका वेरिएबल पोर्ट वेरिएबल होता है। आपकी फाइल ट्रांसफर प्रोटोकॉल रहती है। तो सबसे पहले व्हाट इज दैट कि सबसे पहले आपका यूजर यूजर इंटरफेस के थ्रू इट विल एस्टैब्लिश आपका कंट्रोल कनेक्शन एस्टैब्लिश होता है। ठीक है, कंट्रोल कनेक्शन रिमेन्स एक्टिव थ्रू योर एंटायर एफटीपी सेशन। एक आपका एफटीपी सेशन स्टार्ट होता है। देन व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, जैसे जैसे आप जो भी फाइल ट्रांसफर कर रहे हो, जो भी फाइल आप ओपन कर रहे हो, तो आपका योर डेटा कनेक्शन is open। ठीक है, आपका डेटा कनेक्शन ओपन होता है एंड as you are closing the file, this particular connection is closed। लेकिन आपका FTP सेशन फुल टाइम चलता है। ठीक है, जब भी आप कनेक्शन कंट्रोल कनेक्शन स्टैब्लिश करते हो, जब तक कि आप एंड ऑफ द सेशन। ठीक है, जब आपका FTP सेशन ओवर होता है, देन योर कंट्रोल कनेक्शन ends। बट फॉर रिट्रीविंग एंड ट्रांसफरिंग ऑफ ईच एंड इंडिविजुअल फाइल्स